Hi everyone, it's Lisa from SoothPlannerWebsite.com. The topic today is building an online store. And I know it's something that a lot of people want to do. Building an online store is really not too complicated these days because most web hosting packages or most web hosting companies have some sort of shopping cart add-on or some type of shopping cart product that you can purchase to go along with your hosting account so you can sell products, take orders and whatnot. And then you can also of course use PayPal, which is free, to collect payments from your site, and you can integrate PayPal into your shopping cart with your web host. So generally they're not too difficult to set up if you take the time to learn how. But what I want to talk about in this video today is succeeding with an online store. And this is just my opinion, but I think if you're a beginner and you've never created a site before, starting your journey or your venture online with an online store is probably one of the worst ways to start. And I don't say that, I don't want to discourage everyone from building an online store, because there are a lot of small online stores that are very successful. So if you're going to create one, I want you to at least understand a few things. I think a lot of people assume that once they build a site, people will just come. They don't really take the time to learn or think about, now, okay, how are people going to find my site? Or they think that if they just tell a few of their friends, word of mouth will catch on. Well, unless you have, 600, 700,000 friends, it usually doesn't work that way. I mean, you may tell a couple friends, they may go, oh yeah, I like your site, it's cute, I'll tell some friends, and you may get 3-4 visitors to your site a day, but if you want to make money, that's not going to be enough. You're going to need a lot of targeted traffic on a day-to-day basis. And I think a lot of people don't understand that when you build a store, you're going to have to find a way to build the traffic. And let's for a minute, let's think about how people search the web. When you're ready to go buy something, some clothing on the web, you don't generally go to Google and type in red shirt or blue pants or yellow shorts. What do? You either type in Target.com, OldNavy.com, or whatever your favorite online retailer is. And guess what? That's how the majority of the people shop on the web, unless they are looking for a very specific type of product, like, denim skirt with red lace trim, or something very niche, or niche, whatever the word is, something very, very specific that they're looking for. Most people don't just type in generic clothing on, and search in Google. So if you're planning on selling clothes or apparel or whatever you're selling from your store, you have to think about how people are going to find you. Do you have a lot of money to invest in advertising to promote your store all over the web? Because if you're expecting people to just stumble upon your store just because it's out there, it's not going to happen like that. I think many people believe that with websites, people just kind of luck up on them and say, oh, it's a store, I'll shop around and buy. No, that's not how it works. Generally, people, when they arrive at stores or when they arrive at sites, they were doing a very specific search. So if you're going to create an online store, I hope that you have a very specific product in mind that you're going to sell. I would never start trying to compete with Amazon or Macy's or some of the big retailers, because they've got the market on lock because of their brand awareness. If you're going to sell something from an online store, I would hope that it would be, like I said, something very specific, like, Australian sea monkeys. If somebody's looking for Australian sea monkeys, they're not going to go to a store, they're going to type in Google Australian sea monkeys, because they don't know of a site that currently sells those. So the more focused, the more niche your site is, the better for you. But I think a lot of people don't realize that. They say, oh, I just want to create a store, thinking that once the store is up, people are just going to find them and start shopping. But that's not how people use the web. They go to their favorite stores, and if they are going to shop at a no-name store, it's because they were looking for a very specific product that they couldn't find at the regular e-tailers. So if you're going to create a store online, I really hope that you take some time to think about what I just said. Don't try to go out there and compete with Amazon. Don't try to compete with Macy's. Don't try to compete with these big retailers, because it will be very hard and you'd have to spend a whole lot of money promoting your store. Have a very defined niche and then go from there. All right? Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.